Hey y'all, it's Sherry with Hecate's Needle. Welcome to my craft room. Today we are all alone. We're joined by no one. And there's a reason for that. I will get to it. Today I have some cross stitch. I don't have any sewing. I do have some life. But we'll go ahead and start by saying thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to everyone who just kind of pops in to see what I've been up to, and welcome. Everyone is welcome in my craft room. My hair is still a little bit wet. Sorry about that. At least you know I'm clean. It hasn't finished drying yet. We'll go ahead and start off with cross stitch. Cross stitch. I have actually some progress, and I have 2 new starts. I do not have any finishes, but we will start with the progress. The first project is in my little Hecate bag, and this one is the 4 Elements by Satsuma Street. When it is finished, it will look like this. When you last saw it, it looked like this. This was a stitch along put on by Satsuma Street. I did not do it as a stitch along though. I'm just doing it as a full project. But in the last couple weeks, I managed to put in, itchy eyeball. I managed to put in 1,254 stitches, which puts it now at officially 73% done. And here it is. Now, I have been working on the air element. I have filled in a lot more of that. This part is more than halfway finished. Now I have to do the giant sun here that transitions into fire, obviously. But I have filled in a lot in the clouds and the gusts of wind and everything. So I am very pleased with this. It is coming along really, really nicely. And like I said, I've just been trying to fill in. I've just been trying to fill in all of these clouds and all the different colors. So that's the area I'm working on now. Now this is being stitched on a 14 count plain black Aida, just a Witchelt basically, and I love it. I'm very pleased with the progress I'm making. I'm using all of the called for colors. I mean, honestly, Satsuma Street, you don't have to change their colors. Their colors are fantastic, so I have no problem with that. That is my progress. Now on to my new starts. When we talked last time, I had mentioned that I was going to be starting my new, my next one of the fruit sampler series, and that was the strawberry. Well, I have started it. Sorry, Hecate was at the door. She did not come in. She just wants the door open. But, you know. Anyway, so this one is being housed in my little watermelon bag. This is the Fruit Garden series by Yasmin's Made with Love, and I am doing Strawberry Delight. Now this one, as I said, I just started it. I already love it. Okay. Now this one is being stitched on a 16 count. And it is in the color Aqua Riviera. It's a Witchelt. Let me move my needle minder. And this is what we've gotten done so far. I've just started the border. I've just done the top part of the border. But I did put in 506 stitches, which puts it already at 12%. These charts are so nice. They're quick and easy to stitch. They really are. And they're monochromatic. There's one color, so there's no color changes, nothing like that. They're not confetti heavy, obviously. An absolute joy to work on. I have enjoyed every one of these so far, and this one is no different. Now, I am using a floss by Forbidden Fiber Co. in the color Big Apple. I liked this color because this is the color of a red, ripe, juicy strawberry. So that's my start on that one. And then the last one I started, the last one I've been working on, is a Stitch Along by Tiny Modernist, and it is the Poison Garden. You know how I love my poisonous plants. This one I am doing as a Stitch Along. I am caught up on it. I can't show you what it's supposed to look like because it's a Stitch Along. Now, this one goes from January to June. There are 6 pieces. We have received the first 2, and they're coming out the 15th of every month. So the 3rd piece will be coming out March 15th. Now, I'm almost finished with the 2nd piece of it. But this is what I've gotten so far. Excuse my thread hanging there. Normally, I don't leave threads hanging, but I had an appointment this morning and I had to run out the house, so let me move it so that it's not. There we go. The nightshade here was part 1, and then part 2 right here is Mandrake. And all I have left to do on part 2 is fill in the last of this little white part and then do the back stitching. And then part 2 is finished, and I will finish that tonight. So that way on the 15th, I can go ahead and start part 3 when it's released. Hecate has decided she will join us after all. Now, she does not want to be held. Thank you very much. Now I made her dirty, and she's going to have to clean herself. Hi, Mimi. She wants to sit in the window. The sun puddles in this room are amazing. And she's cleaning herself. No one can make you feel dirtier than my cat. Because she has no problem telling you you're filthy. But anyway, as I was saying, almost finished with this. I will finish it tonight or this afternoon probably, and then I'll be all set for the 3rd piece that comes out. Now, this one was on their Patreon, which you do not have to be a member of Patreon to get it. You could just buy it outright, which is what I did. I'm not on Patreon. But there it is. Now, I am stitching this on a 16 count antique white. It's just a DMC Ada. Nothing fancy. It's something I had in my stash. And that's what this stitch along, everything in this stitch along is just what I had in my stash. I am using all DMC colors, the called for colors, and it's been quick and easy to stitch, which it's Tiny Modernist. They're not known for being overly complicated or anything. So, but I like it. I really love it. It is being housed in my Halloween bag because that's the first one that was on the pile over here in the corner. That was empty. But those are the projects I have worked on. I have not had as much time to stitch as I normally do. I have been dealing with other things. I have not been shopping. The only acquisitions I have are right here. 4 colors that I ran out of. That's it. So I think I spent like $2. But that's all I have to show you. For plans, I am spinning the wheel. Like I said, tonight I will finish part 2 of the Poison Garden, and I've already spun the wheel to see what I work on tomorrow, and that will be Absinthe, the project that I'm stitching for my son. But I'm just spinning the wheel. No challenges, nothing fancy. Just seeing what kind of progress I can make on which projects. And that's all I've got for cross stitch. That's it. I do want to, before March is over, I would like to do another one of my small kits just to clean up my stash. I have not decided which one I'm going to do yet, but I do want to get some work in on Absinthe before I do that. So I will probably be starting and probably finishing that before my next video. So those are my plans. That's my cross stitch. I do not have any sewing. This is probably going to be a short video. Life has been beating me up. Okay. Artemis, my little sidekick, she's usually in here with me. She is not in here with me today, and that is because she is sick. This past weekend, we noticed she started limping, and I mean limping badly. So Monday, first thing, I called the vet and I got her an appointment. She has a huge lump on her right shoulder. The vet did x-rays. There's nothing wrong with her leg, but that lump on her shoulder is potentially a cancerous growth. So all of the blood work and x-rays and everything have been sent to a radiologist to see what it is. Now, we are going to likely, as the vet said, have to make a choice. If it is cancerous and nothing else is wrong other than just that lump, chances are they can amputate that leg and she can still, live out the rest of her days. Now, Artemis is an older dog. She is already a little senior citizen. Now, if it is cancer and it has, spread to other areas, potentially we may lose her. But in any case, that's kind of been what's been beating me up lately. But right now, she's in her little bed next to my bed, and she's sleeping off her breakfast and her pain pills. The doctor did give us some pain pills for her. And she does still have her appetite, and she does still want to do things. It's just that she can only, hop along for a few minutes before she gets very, very tired. Sorry. Hecate. Bumped the table. But now she's settled down in her little palm tree. And she's taking in the sun. But anyway, so that's why Artemis is not with us right now. She's sleeping. She's resting. And we're just waiting to hear back from the vet to see what the radiologist said and see what the prognosis is. We'll see. But that's been keeping me awake at night, which is why I look horrible right now, but that's okay. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm 56 years old. Who cares what I look like? Anyway, so that's been going on. Now, tomorrow is my wedding anniversary. My husband has taken a couple days off work so that we have a nice 4-day weekend. And we're going to go see what we can do. We're going to find something to do. We were thinking about possibly driving to New Orleans and maybe meeting my son there, but I don't know if my son's going to be able to make it. He may have other obligations he has to deal with first. So we'll see. If not, we'll just do something else. It's fine. Other than that, life has just been going along. We have been working in the garden, and my daughter planted her flower garden, or at least part of it. She got a start on it, and I will be posting that video on my other channel probably today as well. I will probably edit both of these at the same time. But anyway, so that's all that's been going on here. I know this is a shorter video, but I've been nursing my baby, trying to make sure she's okay, trying to make sure she's had her meds and make sure that she's eating and all of that. So I've had my hands full. No offense, I'm exhausted. So this is a shorter video today. I have not had as much time to do what I normally do. I mean, when I'm sitting in the bedroom keeping her company while she's doing whatever, eating or whatever, then I usually take that time to stitch. But she hasn't been doing much but sleeping. Although all you have to do is mention pup cups and she's hobbling on 3 legs out to the car. And it's amazing how fast she can move when the inspiration is there. But anyway, so, that's all that's going on here. Just wanted to pop in real quick, give you a status update, show you my new starts and the progress I made, and that's about it. That's all I've got. But otherwise, I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. But otherwise, I'm just going to be here doing what I do and taking care of my little 4-legged baby. And I will see you next time.